Greetings, greetings, fam. Of course, you all know who this is. It's your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the gospel commander. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be some fire with this particular conversation. Do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm syndrome and or meritorious manumission? Meritorious manumission. That's something to deal with, y'all. We're going to get up in here and we're going to get at it. So listen, y'all know what we do when you come in. Do what? Hit that share button. Go ahead and share. Okay. Yes. Do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm syndrome and or meritorious manumission? We're gonna get a chance to check this out. So hold on to your horses, baby. Hold on to your horses. We're gonna make it do what it do because that's what we do, right? Okay. So hit that share button. When you come in the room, do what? Hit that share button. What's going on, Priestess Lavelle? That's the ATL baby in the house. I see you, the Prince of Peace in the house. I know this go real fast, y'all. Hey, this gonna be on like a telephone. So uh please put it out there on the timeline. Hey, Queen Octavia, ATL. Hey, South Kakalaka, the Prince of Peace. Uh please do repost so when those that come in they can see it. The title for tonight, do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm syndrome and or meritorious manumission? Boy, this here finna be some fire. I might get in rare form tonight. This finna be some fire. Y'all see I got, hey, that boy look like a cowboy. And of course, you all do know we coined that phrase in our European for educational purposes only. Stole it. Yeah, we were the cowboys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why we need to get into this. This why we need to get into Stockholm, get into meritorious manumission, and have grown folk conversation. I'm pretty sure quite a few people looked at that and said, "Ooh, I'm not gonna touch that. Let's get away from here." And more so, it really needs to be conversed about because of who's in the highest office in the land and what is going on and what's happening to your rights. I don't know how many of you all have seen, but in Louisiana, they have in their Supreme Court, in the Supreme Court, they disallowed them to be able to rebut their counterparts from, get this, redistricting, right? Gerrymandering. We know what that is. So what they're doing is in Louisiana, what they said to them, y'all can look it up. Look it up. This is important, right? It's almost like Dred Scott, the Dred Scott case. If you don't know anything about, yeah, this is gonna be a banger, Queen Octavia. Yeah, if you don't know anything about the Dred Scott, you need to look that up, right? Okay. So again, what are we dealing with tonight? We're dealing with, do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm syndrome and or meritorious manumission? So please put that on the timeline if you have the ability to do that. Please put that on the timeline. Okay. If you're in the room tonight, please be advised that this is going to be a grown folk conversation. Okay. And I'm used to pushback. I'm used to taking bullets, knives in my back, I used to sing with the OJs when they were singing that song. Can somebody please help me take these knives out of my back? I was with them when they was doing that. Okay. Yeah. Just for point of information, I'm kidding. All right. So, how's everybody? Everybody good? Yeah, man, there was smoking over here in South Kakalaki today. Hit about 80 something. Nice breeze though, but it was okay. All right. So, quickly, let me okay, let me go through this and hit the share button. Mhm. Y'all know how everything slow down, right? Everything over here is running slow. How about on y'all end? If you're in the room tonight, do this for me, for you, and for us. Go ahead and put a 7 on the timeline. If you're in the room tonight, if you don't want to, that's fine. That's okay. But if you're in the room tonight, put a 7 on the timeline. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured, Queen Octavia, because I'm on my phone right now, and it won't even let me. In fact, let me restart. Let me restart.
Sure. Restarting your device.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What y'all think about the topic for tonight? Can y'all see that? Did anyone else put it out there so you guys could see it? Did anyone else put the topic out there? Okay. Now, I put out there for us the topic for tonight. And hopefully, if you don't know what it is, hopefully you researched it. All right, Queen, I think. Yeah, it was off the chain. It was off the chain. Bruh was breaking off the plantation. Did y'all see him? Bruh broke up off that plantation, man. Did y'all see him? I was rolling with him because I was him. I'm him. Okay, so all right. If you're in the room tonight again, I see y'all out there. Y'all think I can't see you, but if you're in the room, man, go ahead and put a 7 on the timeline, man. Get these numbers up, man. Work with the algorithm. Don't just hang out there, man, and be peeping. I know you out there peeping. I see ya. Go ahead and put a 7 on the timeline. Get our algorithm up. Because we're going to talk about something tonight. Isn't that something? Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. All right. So look, okay, so we're gonna get ready to pour up this wine. I got a wine for you all tonight. And my son chose this wine, y'all. This is the wine for you all tonight. Yeremia Yaoshua is the one that chose the wine for tonight's podcast, the People's Podcast, the biggest, the largest. Grown folk, baby. Okay. All right. Give me just a second, family. All right. Thank you, Prince of Peace. There it is, you all. See it? Prince of Peace just put it up there for you guys. All right. Now, thank you, Master Teacher. The Master Teacher. Also, that Rim Man, y'all, he the one, he got the wine for y'all today. The Rim Man. Yes, indeed. Gratitude. Y'all see, we be on it up in here. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. I'm getting ready to introduce this wine to you all in just a second. If we can get Facebook to cooperate. They fighting the feeling tonight. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna deal with that. All right, fam. All right, fam. Here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get up here and get this so y'all can do this here. Okay. All right. All right. A treat in a bottle. He got that yellow tail, and it's a Moscato. Hey, sis, this for y'all tonight. The sisters, the queens, the goddess, the women, the daughters. For y'all tonight. It's a Moscato. And we're gonna get ready to pour it up. Yep. Yellow tail. Ooh, he cracked that top. Let it air out while we pouring it. Hit that bell. Y'all know how we do that bell, right? 14 what? 99. All right. There it is. 14.99. All right, let's get cracking. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's do this toast. Let me do my famous toast with you all tonight. Y'all know what it is, right? Let's hit it. All right. So, may you live forever and shall I never die. Okay. Salute. Off the chain. Yes, indeed. The wonderful thing. Queen, I tell you, say, I'll take a bill. Okay. Yes, indeed. You're more than welcome. Mhm. Uh, Rim man, if you come in here, bring your glass. You can get you a glass. He had that running. Yeah, he on top of things. Hmm. Oh, Master T said, "What? Woodbridge Blush Chardonnay, California Rosé? Oh my, oh my." Hmm. Yes, sir. Get you a glass, sir. Oh, he in the house tonight. All right. There he is, Mr. Juan Laconitude out of the state of Illinois. That's 217, baby. He's always representing. Gratitude to see you, King. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. Go ahead and pour you a glass and let's get ready for Wine Down Wednesday. Now, again, the topic. Let me put it out there again for you guys. Let me see who put it out there. The Prince of Peace and the master teacher put it out there. Tonight's topic is now. If you don't know what this is, you getting ready to find out what it is, right? Because I think it's very important for you to know what it is. Okay. Tonight's topic is, do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm syndrome and or meritorious manumission? Which do you think, or both, are we dealing with? Yes, indeed. Um, what do you think? Who do you think? What do you think we're dealing with? Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 100. So, what do you all think that we're dealing with? Stockholm syndrome, or do you all think that we're dealing with what? What do you all think we're dealing with? Do you all think that we're dealing with just the Stockholm, or do you all think that we're dealing with the meritorious manumission? What do you all think we're dealing with? Meritorious manumission and or both? Let me hear from you all. And if you don't know what that means, if you don't have any idea what either of those terms or either of those terms mean, put a one on the timeline and I'm getting ready to break it down like a crump clown, right? Okay. If you don't know what either of those terms mean, if you don't know what either of those terms mean, put a one on the timeline. Okay. That way we can go ahead on and work it out. If you don't know what meritorious manumission mean, okay, that's fine because we all have to learn. That's why we're here. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see you 217. You said you know what Stockholm means. Okay. Yeah. Meritorious manumission. I'm gonna give us a working definition here in just a moment because I like to get us involved and get us thinking to get those juices flowing around in our heads so that we can listen. Let's get at it. Look at y'all. Look who in the house, y'all. Oh, my number one DJ. DJ Boogie is in the house checking in, y'all. I know he out in the ATL. It's Wednesday night, baby, so he's out probably in Jonesboro, Stockbridge, somewhere out there. Where you at, boy? So we can shout you out. Listen, if you're in the ATL and you're listening tonight and you're going to get out tonight, listen, let us know where you at, DJ Boogie, and we can send somebody over there to swing out and hang out with you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We had an amazing time Queen Octavia and I, we had an amazing time sharing with DJ Boogie for his birthday. For his birthday, uh, in the ATL, we had an amazing time. We spent some time with him, and it was off the chain. And I hadn't been out in quite some time, so it was an amazing time. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the birthday people. Shout out to Queen Kizzy, inspirational queen. We were unaware that it was her day of entrance, so shout out to you. All right. Shout out to D Clay, baby sis. Shout out to Mel Kasadik Lewi Nakumya Ibn Komir. Yeshaya or Isaiah, gratitude for you stopping by. What's up? What's up? All is well. All is well. Yes, indeed. The Prince of Peace said, I think we're dealing with them both. I'm telling y'all, we getting ready to get into some conversation. If you ain't ready for this conversation, I admonish you and I advise you to bag out the back door. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. It's triple OG, y'all. That's the ATL, baby. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Chief? Hey, baby, you done landed in Wind Down Wednesday, baby. This where the grown folk conversation happened at. Come on up in here, cause you know you a scholar anyway. You like to demonstrate on that level. Yes, indeed. You know you like to demonstrate on that level. So hang in here with us, man, and get in this conversation. So listen, one more toast to it, baby, and let's get at it. Salute. All right, let's get with some working definitions. Y'all know how we always do it. Y'all know how we always do it. Let's get with some working definitions. Let me put Stockholm up here. All right. And let's get ready to get at it. There it is. Take a look at it. Hmm. Stockholm syndrome, right? It's a syndrome. And check this out. And the reason why we're demonstrating with this is because this is what's currently happening to the black bourgeoisie. Not only is it happening to the black bourgeoisie, but it is also happening to the black middle class and those that are at the bottom top of the lower class. Look at this. Stockholm syndrome is when a victim develops positive feelings like trust, sympathy, or even loyalty towards the person who is harming or controlling them. Oh my, oh my. Isn't that so? Y'all see that? Come on, talk to me. It's on y'all right now. What y'all see? Y'all read that. What y'all think about that? Somebody tell me what they think about that. Somebody tell me. Come on now. Come on. Like Mike said. Come on. Come on. Gratitude, Queen Tracy Love, for your donation. Gratitude. Come on. Like Mike said, come on. What y'all think? Y'all gonna say something? All right. Uh, okay. Yes, indeed. Master teacher says, yes, Stockholm syndrome is a plague. It is venomous and controlling. Juan says, yep. JP says, the Prince of Peace says, oh my God. Yes, it is. Black folk are not expressing feelings of validation until it comes from the light of people. Ah, that is true. Okay. Okay. Queen Octavia says, I think both forms are mental abuse and a form of self preservation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Queen Tracy, love y'all. Shout out to her and the King Anthony. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what happens. The meek is worshiped. The meek is worshiping the oppressor. Absolutely. Great point. I agree. We're allowing them to lord over every aspect of our dealings. I agree. Okay. So look, all right. So then Stockholm syndrome is when a victim develops positive feelings like trust, sympathy, or even loyalty toward the person who is harming or controlling them, right? So, in short, this is just a working definition. So, in short, it is a coping response where someone bonds with their captor or abuser, often as a way to survive a stressful or dangerous situation. So now let me put this out there. So, what do you all think about what's going on even in the rap world? For example, what with Snoop Dogg and all of them, where they have capitulated and Busta Rhyme and all of them, just for educational purposes only and entertainment purposes only, right? So what they have determined, and this is crazy, what they have determined, Snoop Dogg. Okay, I'm thinking about a situation that happened to me, y'all, when I was in Augusta. But that would sidetrack us. But anyway, when you think about what's going on with all of these black artists, rappers, saying that a European is the GOAT, Eminem. If you agree with that, put a one on the time. If you agree with Eminem being the GOAT of rap, put a one on the timeline. And if not, put a six. And if not, put a six. North Kakalaki. Queen Tracy Love and the King Anthony. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right, Queen Octavia, what you say to mental traumas? our forefathers endured was beyond our imagination. I think they had to do what they had to do to survive. But now we are not that situation. It seems like the mentality is, let me see if I can get the rest of that. Had to survive. Situation seems like the mentality. Uh, Stronger than ever and when more destructive. Okay. So to add the rest of that to that. Okay. All right. Now, let me say this: when we're dealing with the when we're talking about the Stockholm and we're getting into this, it's really talking about that you have been apprehended, and as a result of being apprehended, you have all of your rights stripped of you, all of your dignity stripped of you, all of your ability to guard your sexual uh, entities and all of that has been stripped from you. And someone has taken control over that. And after they have taken control over that, somehow you find the ability to trust them, to sympathize with them, and to have some loyalty toward them. Don't y'all think we're going through some of that? Right, like now? Mm, okay. I think the conversation may be. Uh, let's see what Master Teacher says. Okay. Master Teacher says, as the late Whitney Houston said, for educational purposes only, hell to the no. I don't agree with that. Absolutely not. Queen Octavia says this: Eminem is pretty good, but not the GOAT. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our folks, for our folks to put him on that pedestal is disgusting. Like, come on now. Yeah. So let me say this, and it's very important for us to, because see, I was old school. I was old school. I was all Melly Mel and all of them back in the day. I was old school. And here's one thing that you cannot do. Here's one thing that you cannot do. You cannot convince me that somehow our European counterparts can somehow come into something that we created and then become the goat of it and become the best of it. You can't convince me of that, right? You can't you can't convince me of that. And I know I'm going to get some pushback, but that's okay. But you can't convince me that Eminem can out rap those that invented the genre, that created it. And you're trying to tell me something that is not organic can come into it and then seize it, overtake it, and then become the goat of it. Man, that don't make no sense, except that what? You are dealing with being or having Stockholm syndrome for educational purposes only. We're not digging at anybody. We ain't messing with them. But you can't tell me that until we start having these grown folk conversations, man, that stop these ones from out here with that. Yeah, yeah. Busta Rhyme out here, 50 Cent out here with this bullshit. Man, y'all going with that, man. Wherever y'all going with that, man, y'all going with that. But don't impose that upon the people. Now don't bring that to us, man. Let me tell you something. And this is for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only, and this is not to in any kind of way deride or injure anyone. But let me tell y'all something. Eminem sounds like a little kid that's crying for help when he's rapping. Nor do he have what we have. Because when you look across our shoulders, we've gone through oppression. We've gone through neglect and denial. We've gone through being unalived and being hung from trees. You ain't experienced none of that. Boy, you don't even know what that means. And you trying to get in and you trying to get in here and you're going to tell me you can rap about our struggle and what we experience because you come from 8 Mile in Michigan? You because you come from there? Man, if y'all don't stop this, if Father lets me that you have Stockholm syndrome. All of y'all that's out here with that, man. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Queen Octavia for sure. For sure. For our folks to put him on that pedestal is disgusting. Like, come on now. Prince of Peace. We are the only ones that can be the greatest of all time because we establish everything. Exactly. It's always us that sell us out. Absolutely. He can't tell the real story. He can tell his story. That's the only story he can tell. His story. And that's something I tell you. I tell you, like the old folks say, I tell you the truth. Ah, listen, I tell you what, that's the old folks say, I tell you the truth. Yes, indeed. The Prince of Peace says all those white or European artists stole their routines from us. I agree, the one we are the originals that can't ever be replaced. No, we can't. No, we can't. Oh, he in the house, y'all. There he is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there he is. T Swin, y'all. Men can't always be wrong podcast, maybe in the house. Want y'all to take a look at that. If you haven't had an opportunity to pick that up yet, y'all, baby, listen, y'all need to get that. Love is for Suckers, man. It's an amazing and excellent read. Greetings, T Swin. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. He and his co hosts, Jay Bean. Yes, indeed. Y'all can find them all over the social media. Gratitude, T Swin. T Swin said facts. Yes, indeed. Queen Octavia says, we can't seem to be able to spotlight or highlight each other. No, without them getting in the way. They always going to get in the way. And you know what? The sad part about it is we're not going to talk about it. We always just let it slide. And see, and that's that Stockholm syndrome. And I think I'm gonna have to wait till next Wednesday before we get to Meritorious Manumission. But I want to deal with the Stockholm syndrome because the Stockholm syndrome, man, it's you know they did what they did to you, man, but you still sympathize with them. You still get with them. Yeah, yeah. Said again, Master Teacher, Grandmaster Flash and the Five Furious and the Furious Five MCs, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, the Sugar Hills Gang, Lil L Cool J, the Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, MC Light, Public Enemy, Houdini, Cool Mo D, Rakim, to name a few. That's all. That's all. Yes, indeed. Ooh, boy, I told you this one here was gonna wake up that fire. Queen Octavia said the five heartbeats versus four horsemen. If you know, you know. Absolutely. T Swin says, I watched The Voice in America Idol. Most of the contestants are imitating black singing styles and riffs. None of that would exist without us. Absolutely not. Are you hearing me? Absolutely not. We the it. We are the it. Go out and come back in, Queen, if you can't hear. There you go. All right. Yes. Pop it. Yeah. Yeah. Uh Go out and come back in, Queen. But look, y'all already know how I am. Look at this. If you have to survive under those circumstances that someone can do whatever they want to do to you whenever they want to do it to you, that is not survival. That is just existing. Are you hearing me? Those are two different things. See, when you are trying to survive, you're going to fight back. You're going to find some method, some motive of having the ability to be able to push back, come back, fight back, whatever you need to do with whoever's trying to do what they were trying to do to you. Right? There's a difference. You don't tell me that I'm just going to agree with you to do with whatever you want to do to me. Right? It's about having the ability to enter, to under, enter, over, and surround stand. The fact that you know what, for me to allow you to do this to me, I'm already non-existent. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Excuse me. Yes, indeed. T Swin. Like being a pet. You're not getting ready to. You can do it to whoever you want to do it to, but I guarantee you, you're not about to do that to me. You're not going to do that to me. I'm not going to allow you to do that to me. And I'm going to convince you that it's going to take more than you to do that to me. Right? Why am I saying this? Because this is very important. Because they are taking away again, they're fighting to take away your voting, right? Y'all sitting here trusting in those that have captured you to somehow treat you in a way that you can benefit. Man, they they looking to subjugate you, to surmount you, to enslave you, any kind of way that they can for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir, Master. Dougie Fresh, baby. They better ask somebody if they don't know. They better go door to door and ask somebody else. T. Swin said, "Hey, Queen." T. Swin said, "Yes, Miss Octavia." He's the 100, Miss Octavia. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They would throw your brother on under the bus for a pat on the head. See, and that's getting into meritorious manumission, and we're not going to have enough time because we're already almost out of time to get to meritorious manumission. We'll get to that hopefully next Wednesday. But here's what I want to do. I want to take a moment and pause for the calls. Those of you that are still in the room, do this for you, for me, and for us. You all know that I'm a content creator, and I need your support. Need your financial support. If you can, donate. If not, then of course I'm not speaking to you. But however, we can crowd, if we crowd donate, it'll blow this thing up. And it would allow us to be able to get other things done, like coming to your area and having the Wind Down Wednesday. We won't even crowd. You know, people sit here and know that they have the ability to do something and then won't do it. I'm not mad at you. That's just on you. That speaks to you, not to me, because I'm doing my job. You're listening. So that means that I'm doing my job, which means then that, okay, if he's doing his job, let me support him to make sure that he continue to do that, because I know that it isn't easy to do what it is that he's doing, nor those that are in my company. And for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to join us, we're going to be in a truth session this Saturday at uh, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The truth session. If you hadn't had an opportunity to join us there, this is where we really get an opportunity to kind of get wide open and really drop some truths, some nuggets. Wind Down Wednesday is more laid back. And this is probably about the highest that we really probably get. Assalamu alaikum, Aki. How you doing, brother Tony? Um, so this is probably about the highest that we probably get up in here in terms of dealing with that. But if you come into the truth session, now that's going to be a little bit different because now we go head on and get at it in the truth session. So, okay, Queen Octavia says, I have enough for next week as well. There seems to be a competition amongst us for some imaginary trophy. Yeah, I know that's what they do. It's about competition, and I'm glad you raised that point. I'm glad that you raised that point, Queen. It's all about competition because that's a Darwinism theory. This is where they got capitalism from. Because what uh, Darwin told them was that everything in nature is in competition against itself, which was untrue. Because when you get into the nature, the natural nature, because we don't have jungles. When you get into the natural nature, they only eat to survive. They don't eat for sport. They don't eat to challenge each other. They eat for survival. In other words, they only eat to live. They don't live to eat. So here comes Darwin for educational purposes only. Damn fool. Here comes here he comes talking about yeah, they're in man, get out of here. You have no idea because first of all, you're not connected to the universe. You're not connected to nature. You're not one with that, right? Yeah. Thank you, master teacher. Survival of the fittest. Darwinism, right? Isn't that something? Yeah. Queen Octavia says, I will go out of my way to support, motivate, and encourage us. No expectations on a return. Okay. Prince of Peace says, tonight topic, do you believe we are dealing with Stockholm Syndrome in or meritorious manumission? Yes, indeed. Listen, thank you for your donation, Queen Octavia. Listen, if you have donated, please put it on the timeline. Thank you. Thank you. T Swin, Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Thank you for your donation. Prince of Peace, thank you for your donation. Queen Octavia, thank you for your donation. Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shape Shifter, the Code Breaker. Baby, thank you for your donation. Queen Tracy and Anthony Love, thank you for your donation. And shout out to all of our sponsors, the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shape Shifter, the Code Breaker, baby. Pastor Singletary, LaVale, Priestess LaVale, and all of you all, the T Swing, Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast. There it is again, y'all. Love is for suckers, right? Yeah, y'all need to pick that up, baby. It's out there. T Swing, Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast, along with his cohort, Jay Bean. They got a Houston, Texas, baby. H Town. H Town. Okay. Queen Octavia says, I would like to coin the term Stockholm manumission buffoonery. I like you to come up with the precise definition. Okay, Queen Octavia. You always put me on a mission. All right, I got you. All right. What time is it? Uh-oh, y'all. We got 5 minutes left, fam. Let's take one more toast. We got 5 minutes left, and we're going to get you up out of here. We only do 60 minutes, y'all. 60 minutes. And it's been scientifically proven if you can hold your thoughts for 60 minutes and involve yourself in something, it expands your brain cells. In other words, your brain cells grow. Which means that you're being enlightened. You're in Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. It's the People's Podcast. It's the biggest, the largest. Yes, indeed. Salute, salute, salute. All right. All right, everybody ready? Y'all good? We got 2 minutes. Who want to say something? Say something. Go ahead, say something. I got 2 minutes, and we out of here. Wind Down Wednesday. Yeah, I know we get some pushback off of this one, y'all. I'm ready. I want. Ooh, yeah, I love to have some. I love to have some conversation like that. Isn't that something? Let me see. Beat It Vibrations by Kafira. Thank you for your donation. Thank you all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's do it like this, y'all. Our time is up. Y'all in the room. I can see y'all. Most of y'all won't tap in. Y'all won't come in and tap in, but that's okay. It's all good. But listen, how many of y'all got something out of this? Okay, Queen Octavia. If you got something out of this tonight, go ahead and put a three. Three represents the perfected realm of the spirit. Put a three on the timeline if you got anything out of this tonight. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Yes, indeed. It's on y'all. It's wind down Wednesday, baby. Y'all know how we do this. But listen, as always, do what what you got. Muse over it. Hold on a second. All right, muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. One love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity, and what? In the words of the Prince of Peace, excellent health. Until next time, shalom alaikum,